Good morning, student. Welcome back in this class. Today I am going to discuss about the derivation of the law of combination of parallel resistances. In the previous lecture, we have already discussed about the derivation of the law of combination of resistances in series. So, in this video, we will discuss the derivation of the law of combination of resistances in parallel. First of all, we will discuss about some important term which is related to the parallel combination of the resistances. So now let us start the first term of in this video, that is parallel combination of resistances in a circuit. So as you know that if the two are more than two resistances used in any circuit, if the all resistor join to common point, and clear that the parallel combination of resistances in circuit, the net current distributed in each resistor will be different. So here the circuit diagram, that is the take there three resistors. Suppose that three resistors used in this circuit, that is R1, R2 and R3. So now let us consider that the net current in this circuit, that is I, net current, that is I, and three resistors used in this circuit, R1, R2 and R3, and total current or net current is I. So here is the 2 points R1, R2 and R3 are joined. There are the two common points and there are the potential difference in each point will be same. So now let us consider that point, that is A and B. So here is the 2 points A and B, and all the three resistors here R1, R2 and R3 joined to the common point A and B. Here is the net current I, then current I distributed in each resistor will be different. Suppose that current I1, suppose that current I1 flows across through the resistor R1 and current I2 flows across through the R2 resistor, and next current I3 flows across through the resistor R3. So it is clear that the net current I distributed I1, I2 and I3. So here is the total current. Total current I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So according to the Ohm's law, according to Ohm's law, as you know that potential difference is same as the electric current, the product of the electric current and resistance. So here is the Ohm's, according to Ohm's law, potential difference V equal to I into R. Potential difference V equal to I into R. Suppose the In this circuit, let us consider the potential difference is V and total current in this circuit, that is I. So potential difference V equal to I into R. Potential difference equal to electric current into resistance. So current divided among three resistors will be different, that is I1, I2 and I3. So now current passing through the resistor R1, now we calculate here current I1, and this current I1 flows across through the resistor R1. So current passing through the resistor R1 is I1 equal to V by R1. That is first equation. So dear student, it is clear that the net current divided in three I1, I2 and I3. So here the current passing through the resistor R1 is I1 equal to potential difference by resistor R1. Then I1 equal to V by R1. Now second here resistor, that is R2. Then current I2 flows across through the R2. Then current I2 equal to current I2 flows across through the resistor R2, that is ID equal to potential difference by the resistance. So here is the resistor used in R2, that is ID equal to V by R2. That is the second equation. Now the third current I3 flows across through the resistor R3. So here is the current I3 equal to V by R3. In this circuit, if the resistor are used in the parallel combination, as you know, the potential difference in each resistor will be same and the electric current flow will be different. If the resistor are used in parallel combination, so resistance, each resistor will be take the different electric current. So here is the I3 equal to V by R3 and total potential difference in this circuit is V and net current is I and net or equivalent resistance is R. So I1 equal to V by R1 and I2 equal to V by R2 and I3 equal to V by R3. So I equal to net current I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. In this circuit, net current I flows to the point A will be same and net current I distributed among the three resistors is I1, I2 and I3. So net current here, that is I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So put the value of I1 equal to V by R1 and I2 equal to V by R2 and I3 equal to V by R3. Then put the value here, I equal to I1 V by R1 plus I2 equal to, from the second equation, V by R2 and third equation, I3 equal to V by R3. V by R3. And net current here is the I equal to potential difference by resistance. So here is the I equal to V by R. then V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. So in this equation, here the potential difference in each term will be same. So potential difference V is common here, then V is common in each term, then 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So here is the V by R equal to V by R equal to V1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, and both sides the potential difference will be same. Let's start out here. 1 by R equal to, that is 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus, here is the 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So here is the equivalent resistance, that is 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So it is clear that if the resistor are used in circuit, the resistor are used or combination of the resistances in the circuit is parallel combination. So the net resistance or equivalent resistance will be same as the reciprocal of the given resistor, means sum of all the given resistor in the circuit, reciprocal of each resistor will be same as net or equivalent resistance R. So it is clear that 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. If the resistor or equivalent resistor is R, then reciprocal of the equivalent resistance R is same as the reciprocal of the each resistor. Sum of reciprocal of each resistor will be same as net or equivalent resistance. Then 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So if the resistor are used R1, R2 and R3 is parallel combination in this circuit, and total resistance or net resistance is R, then 1 by R means reciprocal of the net resistance 1 by R is equal to the sum of reciprocal of the R1, R2 and R3. So now it is clear that if the resistor are used in the parallel combination, net resistance will be equal to the sum of reciprocal of the each resistor are used in the circuit. So some example here, suppose that there are the three resistors equal. Suppose that now here let us consider there are three resistors are used. R1 equal to 2 omega, R2 equal to 3 omega and R3 equal to 6 omega. So here the R1, R2 and R3 are used, the combination of resistances in the parallel combination. So R1 equal to 2 omega, R2 equal to 3 omega, and R3 equal to 6 omega. R1 equal to 2, R2 equal to 3, and R3 equal to 6 omega. So these resistors are used in the parallel combination. So according to the formula of the parallel combination, 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. R1 equal to 2, then put the value of R1, R2 and R3 here. 1 by 2 plus 1 by R2, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. Then LCM of 2, 3 and 6, that is 6, 3, 2, 1. Then 6 by 6, that is 1. Then 1 by R equal to 1 omega and R equal to 1 omega. So it is clear that the equivalent resistance here R equal to 1 omega, and each resistor in the parallel combination here R1 equal to 2, R2 equal to 3 and R3 equal to 6. Then R is less than R1, R is less than R2 and R is less than R3. So now it is clear that net R equivalent resistance is 1, that is 1, and R1 is 2. Then 1 less than 2, that is R1 less than R2, 1 less than R2 is 3, and third is 1 less than 6. So now in this statement it is clear that net resistance R means 1 is less than 2 and 1 is less than 3 and 1 is less than 6. So here it is clear that equivalent resistance is less than all the individual resistors used in the circuit if the resistors are used in the parallel combination. So total resistance used in parallel combination will be less than all the individual resistors are used in parallel combination. So it is clear then R less than R1 and R less than R2 and R less than R3. So it is clear if the resistors are used in the circuit, the combination of resistor in the parallel combination, so the net R equivalent resistance will be same as the sum of all the reciprocal of individual resistor. And now the conclusion of this statement, the equivalent resistance will be less than all the resistors or all the individual resistors are used in the circuit. So now next question here.